Hello, 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 family. This is Nicole Michelle, founder and femininity influencer for the Inner Beauty Movement. Thank you all for joining me. I wanted to speak to the family. It's been a while since I have got on camera on Facebook, but I have had some serious sinus issues, so I have not been wanting to be on camera, and I really don't want to be on it right now because I feel like this pressure, but I'm gonna push through anyway. I just wanted to give the family an update on the Inner Beauty Movement and let everybody know what we've been up to. If you have not already like and subscribed on my YouTube channel, Inner Beauty TV, please do that. I'll be releasing another video tomorrow on 3 ways that feminine women can decompress and handle stress. So that's a very important video. If you are not on my channel, you're missing out on some nuggets that I give to my followers there. Also, my personal public person page, Nicole Michelle business page, is up on Facebook. It's running. We're growing by leaps and bounds. I have running specials on my courses on that page, so that I'm not going to advertise on this page at all. That's because I want traffic to go to that page. So if you have free time, just go check it out. My Wine 101 course that I promised you all is available. It's not just for women. So the fellas, if you want to get it, it's only $19.99. The Wine 101 course, it is for sale. If you have problems with the link, just reach out to me in inbox. And but it's up and running, and you can go to my website, theinnerbeautymovement.org. Again, that is for both men and women. Anybody can enjoy that. I also have a free download on the website with the definitions of masculinity for the ladies and the men who want to read it too. I've had some people download it, so feel free to check that out. If you haven't gone to the website, please stop talking about what we need to teach women and what women need to know and sisters don't know. Listen, the information is there. Stop saying that. Please stop saying that. My website has femininity courses, it has etiquette courses, and it has marriage prep courses. And I just released a few hours ago, and I already have students enrolled in my online dating course, tips to be successful with online dating, and that's only $34.99. So I have affordable courses that everybody can enjoy. This isn't a sale pitch here. I just wanted to get some family business out the way because I haven't been live in a while and I've been transitioning. So let me clarify that. I haven't been transitioning to a man, but I've been transitioning professionally and trying to do some different things with the movement. So just, follow me on each platform. Keep up. There's some information that I release on Instagram that I don't release on my pages. So if you're a woman you're still trying to feel me out and see if this is something you want to invest in, get on all my platforms, check out all my information, and see if this is something for you. I did want to come on here, and I'm not a Holly go lately with the Tina Knowles situation. I already have a video on YouTube that's almost 4 hours long. I'm talking about Tina Knowles Lawson and the recent crazy situation on the OWN channel. We went into detail on that situation. We broke it down. And we talked about it in depth on what's really going on in Black relationships. And I wanted to give you all a kind of tidbit into that because a lot of you did go to my post and it went viral. I just want to say thank you all for pushing that. We had over 105,000 views on that. I had more than Kev on Stage. Woo woo. No, I'm just kidding. I love Kev on Stage. But that post did really well on my timeline, so thank you so much for that. But I think a lot of people missed the whole point of the post, and I think it's what I said with the post that kind of upset people, and they really kind of missed it. So I just wanted to do a live real quick and kind of catch people up with the movement. Listen, this movement is about helping women get in touch with their feminine core. That's what this is about, and kind of deprogramming women on feminist ideals that they didn't even know that they're subscribing to. A lot of sisters are subscribing to the feminist ideology, mindset, and they don't realize it, and they're trying to date and court, and they really want to get married, and they're tired of being single mothers, and they are accomplished in the corporate world. They're tired of going to work, performing well, getting degrees, meeting good men. That's what I got going on here. Meeting great men and it never going to the next level. They're tired of being unfulfilled. They are killing it in corporate America, but when it comes to their social life, little is left, and they are unfulfilled romantically, and so they're frustrated. And so all this movement is about is helping women figure out which way they want to go. Do they want to be single? Do they want to be with another woman? Because that wouldn't be for this. The movement wouldn't be for you. And if they want to just have relationships, they want to be a concubine, somebody on the side, because they're too busy to settle down and be a wife. Is that just all they want? Or do they actually want to become a wife? There is a process in becoming a wife. And what Black men in particular, because that's who frequents my page mostly, what they're saying is that it's not that they are against being married, all right? They're not against commitment. They are frightened, completely frightened of marrying an undercover feminist, okay? They are totally frightened or afraid or terrified of marrying a woman who sells herself as this feminine, soft creature, and then they get home and she's this monster who's a ball buster. That is men's fear. And if women start to understand that, then you'll see more marriages. And it's been some really good discussions going on in my private groups today from the women. Women are really coming to a place where they are saying, you know what? I look good, I work well, I'm successful, but I'm still unfulfilled, and what's missing? And a lot of that has to do with romance, but it's not just having a man in your life. You want it to go smoothly. And so this movement is about reintroducing the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And I believe that once people understand how those two energies work, they're polar opposites, they understand the polarity and how that's working, they will have smoother relationships. Most of the relationships that are rocky right now, it's a narcissistic person and the other person is either feminine or masculine, or you have two narcissistic people, or you have people who, that's pretty much it, narcissistic people, and then you have a person that's kind of masculine and feminine energy. To be honest with you, there are more beta males with alpha masculine energy men, because in the Black community our roles have been reversed, and they have been reversed for quite some time. And so it's really kind of hard for someone like me to come on the scene and say, hey, that's backwards. Listen, if you're already in a situation like that and it's been working, don't try to switch up now. Just, I can tell you ways that might change things, but why would you want to? If you have a marriage that's working, just let it be. Unfortunately, that's what you signed up for. That's what it is. It's working. If it's working, if it's broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you are in the process of becoming married, or you're desiring to be married, in this day and time, the only thing that's going to set you apart from other women is being feminine. That is, if you're trying to attract a quality masculine man. Now, if you want to be in the lead, if you want to say, oh, she's crazy about this femininity stuff, I'm fine just the way I am, you will attract the beta male, and that's what you will have. There is no negotiation with that. It's not about me. This has been around long before me, okay? If you want to be feminine, if you want to attract the masculine energy man, you must be feminine. That is what it is. I'm saying it The men are saying it. Science says it. Biology says it. That's what it is. It doesn't change. And a lot of sisters are so pig-headed and stubborn that they actually think by arguing that this is going to change. It's not going to change, ladies. It's not going to change. Masculine energy, men want feminine women. It will not change. Do you know you can enter a room and it's tons of beautiful women? Some are beautiful, more beautiful than you. Some are younger than you. You know what evens the playing field these days? It always has been, but even more so these days. You know what evens the playing field? It's femininity. Femininity is what sets you apart from every other woman in the room. Now, with the majority of women, regardless of their race, majority of American women are masculine energy. So when you are worried about competing and trying to get the most degrees and be the most accomplished woman in the room, you're missing it. You're missing it. You're missing it completely. It's going completely over your head. It's not about personal accomplishments. It's about your femininity. It's about you appealing to his biology and his energy. All right? It's about you emitting those wife qualities that make him want to put a ring on it. That is what femininity is about. You being successful is great. No one is knocking successful black women. We praise successful black women every single day. There's not a day go by that I don't pull up Facebook and there's some type of women's empowerment, women's seminar, some type of huge gathering with all women praising each other. Hey girl, you did good. Hey girl, you did good. We have that. But where are the organizations and things like that that's pushing women back into enjoying being a woman and enjoying being wise? Because what they're telling me is, you know what, I wish you were around 10 years ago when I could have nabbed the best men. And now I'm in competition with younger women because I'm older now. They don't tell you that part. And they won't tell you that part. Because many times people that are running these conventions and things like that are already married. They've been married 30, 40 years. And unfortunately, the younger women are not getting this game. This movement is the only movement that is telling women it's okay to want to be a wife and a mother. It's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, you know what? You know, I'm going to college. I'm going to take me some courses. I'm going to learn the business world. I'm going to learn economics and how to add 2 + 2. But at the end of the day, if I, meet a nice guy that wants to wife me up, I'm going to do that. There's nothing wrong with that because other groups of women do that. They do it all day long. They have their fun. But then come around 22, 23, 24, 25, they're settling down. What our sisters are doing, or they're postponing marriage into later years, which is fine if they're okay with competing with 20-year-olds. And I don't care how many times you troll me, call me names, send me mean emails, call me old, fat, liar, whatever kind of name you can think of, it will not change this dynamic. I'm telling you exactly what men want. And if you refuse to take this information, one, you're not ready. You're displaying that you are not wife material because you have the inability of not listening. You cannot listen. You cannot retain information, all right, without getting emotional. So therefore, you're already not wife material. And then two, that's not that's not what's gonna get you to attracting what you say you want. All right, black women, you have to start listening. At what age do you start listening, sis? You have to start listening. I get tired of seeing television programs, countless YouTube vlogs, news articles about black men don't want to commit and sisters are out here doing it by themselves. This is what you choose to do. There's information out here to help you become wives. You're rejecting it. You're arguing with logic from emotion. You do not have to raise kids alone. You do not have to be 30, 40, 50 years alone. You know the old cat ladies, you know who they are? They are the women that sit online all day and argue. The cat women, the women in church sitting up and the pastor is their husband in their mind. Those women, is that who you want to be when you grow old? Because that's what you will be. Because you won't listen. Sis, it's not going to end well for you. If you say you want to get married, then logically you would do what you have to do to become that, right? I would think so. When I did the post on Tina Knowles Lawson, the pushback from women let me know that my job is just beginning, that there are a lot of sisters that have no concept of what masculine respect is. And sadly to say, there are a lot of men that they don't even know when they're being disrespected. That's even worse. It's a lot to do, people, and a lot of this comes from people being raised by their mothers, not having that balance in the household. They never really saw masculine energy and feminine energy balancing out. And to be quite honest with you, a lot of you saw your mothers being rude to men growing up. You saw your mom disrespecting men in her lives. You grew up with your mom talking to you any kind of way. You grew up with your mom talking to your brothers and your cousins any kind of way. So you really don't know what masculine respect is. Matter of fact, the only time she respected masculinity was if it was in the form of law enforcement or her boss or a government official. So the only time you saw that play out from women in your family was when it was people of authority. So let's just keep that real. Some of our mothers have let us down in terms of how we relate to men. We have no clue. So that's what the inner beauty movement is here. Stop saying, it's time out, ladies. You can no longer use the excuse, when my mama didn't teach me or we were never taught, because I'm always going to refer you to my website. You can no longer use that excuse, because I have a marriage prep course, and if you're a Christian, I have a marriage prep course for you, and I have a femininity course and an etiquette course. There's no more excuses, sis. So for 30, 40 years, we've been blaming black men, waiting to exhale. All of these movies have been going in on black men about what they won't do with us. Now it's time for us to do a team huddle and find out why we're not getting married. And there's no more excuses, ladies. We've run out of excuses and cop-outs, and it's the black man's fault. Now, if you're saying to yourself, yeah, but who's teaching the black man? They're being taught. There's private groups that are telling them how to avoid you. Okay? There are private groups underground on social media all over where men come together and talk about what women to avoid. And a lot of you are in those categories. So you can fight me all you want to. You can forget the game, say, oh, Nicole don't know what she's talking about. I'm fine the way I am. Just because people are calling you up right now to hook up with you tonight doesn't mean that they're going to put a ring on it. Saturday night, a lot of you are texting a man right now about where you're going to be, where you're going to hook up, and then he's going to call you back around 9 or 10 when his main chick is dropped off. Then he's going to call you. You need my course. You need my course. There's no more excuses. Well, we were never taught this, and we were never taught that. Well, my church didn't talk about this. It really is not your church's responsibility to teach you how to be a woman. It's your mother's responsibility to teach you how to be a woman. And if you are in doubt, you need to take my course. People were saying, well, Tina knows. He asked if he was if he was perfect, and she was just being honest. Listen, he asked a rhetorical question, and it was an opportunity, dum-dum, for her to say, to clean up what she just said and say, baby, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. You know what I mean. It was a way for her to kind of clean that up, and she kind of threw her husband under the bus and in front of the world. And I went into detail with this on my YouTube channel. I really need y'all to go and check that out. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but just please understand, fellas, it's my understanding that she makes significantly less than she does. On the books, he may be worth $1 million or $2 million, and she's worth close to $20 million. So that may be a factor. Please understand that anytime a woman makes a lot more money than you, she's going to try to throw that in your face if she's not feminine. If you guys don't have an understanding, if you guys are not masculine energy and feminine energy, if the roles are reversed, she is going to remind you that she runs the show. She's the man. Submitting to a man, respecting a man has nothing to do with the specific amount of money he makes. It's a factor, but it's not totally about how much money he makes. And I think a lot of women are caught up on that because you never really had a daddy that came in and handled business. So you really don't understand the masculine role in a home. You only equate it to sex and money. Men are needed for more than sex and money. We need their protection. We need their discipline. Men bring discipline to the home. They bring protection to the home. All of these people, women that are attacked are by themselves. Women and children that are attacked and preyed on are by themselves. There's no man around. These children that are molested, 9 times out of 10, there's no dad in the home. We can talk about that. We can talk around that. We can dress it up. But this is what's going on. And until the black community stops blaming everybody for bringing it to the forefront, we're still going to have the same problems. We're not attacking those individuals that made mistakes. We're saying, now that you know better, do better. And if you're constantly defending your mistakes, and we're telling you they're mistakes, you're not ready for marriage. Just get out of the conversation. Just accept your place as a concubine, a side chick, a jump off, or whatever, a hoe. That's what you need to be, because wives don't conduct themselves like that. Future wives don't conduct themselves like that. Even if they are single mothers, they say, hey, you know what? My mindset was horrible then, but now I'm in a different place, and now let me switch it up and let me do something different, because that's not me anymore, and I want to do better. Those are the women that will get married. It's the women that say, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, I can do me, I don't need a man, that will be single, and they will stay single, and they will be cat ladies. And those will be the women on YouTube, mad, bitter, making videos about black men. Those will be the women that'll be in church fantasizing about the preacher because she doesn't have a man to go home to. Those will be the ones that are at home on a Saturday night with no man and no hope of getting a one because she refuses to listen. Masculine respect is about respecting his position. And the sad part about it is the comments that I saw is that a lot of sisters refuse to accept that men have feelings. That men are human and they have feelings. That you could see the expression of Mr. Lawson's face when she said that. Mind you, Richard Lawson is a Vietnam vet. He's been acting since the 70s, the black exploitation days. He was on Dynasty. He was on All My Children. This man has been relevant in the acting world. He's not as busy as he was, but he's been in the acting world for quite some time. He married Barry Gordy's niece. I mean, so he's well known in certain circles. He's a different money bracket in terms of Matthew Knowles, and I'm gonna come back to that. But when you marry a man and you assume the position of wife, there's a certain position you need to play. And it was disturbing me how I saw a lot of sisters saying, oh, men are just so sensitive. Well, sis, you're right. They are sensitive. And so are you. You're sensitive when you're getting dressed with your man and you feel some type of way in this new outfit and you're looking for his assurance. You don't want him to say you look fat in that dress. You want him to kind of lie or kind of dress it up, not really tell you the truth, because in your heart of hearts, you kind of look a little weird, but you don't want him to say that. That's like him saying in front of a crowd of people, yeah, she does look a little weird in that dress. It doesn't feel good, does it? It doesn't feel good. But we always think about ourselves. We live in a selfish society where we only think about ourselves and how we're feeling and our needs, getting our needs met. That's what we think about all the time. We are selfish. And men are selfish too, but I'm not addressing that now. This movement is for women, right? When you want to talk about men, what men need to do, you go start you a blog and go do what you do. On my blog, I'm talking to women here. Right up and through here, we are selfish. We think about ourselves and ourselves only. We want the wedding. We want the ring. We want to be able to get on social media and say, hey, girl, I said yes. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm better than you because I got chose. That's what we want to do. We want to have a big wedding and post it on Facebook. We want to have a baby and post half nude pictures of us pregnant on social media so we can say, hey, look at my husband, look at me, I'm doing better than you. Come on, let's be honest. That's what a lot of you want. You don't really want the man. You don't really want a man to nurture and love and rub his head at night when he's had a long day. You don't really want to help that brother reach his dreams. You don't really want to type out letters to different employers or different business I lost my train of thought. Business proposals to different businesses to help him get his business off the ground. You don't want to help. You don't want to be a helpmeet. You just want him there. You just want him there for dick and attention and money. I've merged my YouTube language to my Facebook. I'm sorry. Church people, please don't email me. Okay, please. But that's what you want. You don't really want love. You want dick and attention. You don't really want love, because love is, okay, so, he isn't rich, but he's working, he's focused, and he has a goal, and I want to help him reach that. Together, we're going to be a power couple, and when we get to the top, we're going to love each other, and we're going to enjoy our success together. No, you don't want that. You expect a brother to just come to you with all your imperfections and your flaws, and you know what they are, and you want him to just give to you. Give. Oh, you want some sex now? Okay, let me give you some sex. Okay. You need money? Okay. Oh, your kids by that other man, they need this? Okay. You just want him to give. What do you give? What do you give? And then you have the audacity to get on here and say men don't want to commit. But then black women had an opportunity to show up and show out on that post and say, you know what, Tina was wrong. Tina was absolutely wrong. There was a fine time for black women to come together and say, ooh, we are treating our men bad. That was like the obvious time for sisters to say, you know what, brothers are kind of right about us. We got to tighten up. Nah, you know what, y'all double down. Oh, men are just sensitive. Oh, these men are just sensitive. Oh. No, sis, men have feelings too. If you have a hard time accepting that men have feelings, you're not wife material. Let me just tell you that. You are knockoff material. You're the girl they're going to call tonight at 12. And not to take you to IHOP. They're going to IHOP you right in the bed. They are not calling you to put a ring on it. They're going to put a ring around your Rosie, but they're not going to put a ring on it. Listen, if you say you want something, you have to actively work towards that, sis. You can't be selfish because you have flaws. You're not perfect. And how they treated you at 21 is not how they're going to treat you at 41. And that is not the problem. That's not men's fault. That's just life. Things switch, things flip as people get older. My baby's watching, yay. As people age, as men and women age, the dating scene kind of flips in favor of men. That's the part feminism didn't tell you. Feminism didn't tell you that, yeah, you can get out here and postpone and women's rights, yeah. They didn't tell you postponing marriage and family only benefits men. You out here in the game doing you, slut walking and carrying on. Oh, that's real cute when you attractive and your phone is blowing up. But as you age and men really start to mature and settle down and really start looking for wives, typically they're not looking for women in their age bracket. Now, am I saying that men in their 30s and 40s don't settle down with women in their age bracket? I'm absolutely not saying that. But they're biologically wired to mate. Okay, I'm using scientific terms. They're biologically wired to mate with women who are fertile and youthful. And as a woman ages, she loses that. Those are the two things that men biologically wired to be attracted to. 3 things from a woman: her beauty, her youth, and her fertileness. And as you age, you lose all of those. Now, there's some women that hang on to their beauty until they die because they're just beautiful people inside and out. A lot of you are not that. You are mean, you're judgmental, you're selfish, you have no loyalty. Right now, you figuring out how to sneak out on your boyfriend right now. You sit in front of his face and text another dude. That's how you get down. But you want him to be loyal. And you'll get on my page talking about, well, men gonna cheat anyway. That's you. Why would you even bring that up? Women who cheat bring that up. Well, they just gonna cheat. Cause you cheat? You just told on yourself. I mean, black women tell on themselves with the stupid comments. I'm sorry, y'all. My sinuses, my head feels so much pressure. I'm sorry. But you double down. Instead of taking the opportunity to show how wonderful we are, we double down. Oh, men don't have any feelings. These men ain't loyal. What did loyalty have to do with her disrespecting him on national TV? I mean, that was a blatant disrespect. But you say you want something. So, sis, what I'm saying is a lot of sisters have a long way to go. And it's the ones that'll listen that'll actually get there. Now, what's it worth to you? How many more falls? Look how beautiful it is in Atlanta today. It's fall. It's beautiful. It's nice, crispy air, and it feels great. But my head is still pounding because my sinuses. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be drugged tonight. My head hurts. But you get it. It's beautiful, right? How many falls do you want to spend by yourself? It's just you and your kids. Decorating the tree alone. Christmas parties alone. How many more holidays do you want to do that? Or do you just want to get gamed up and get out here and you know what? I like April Mason because she's to the point and she lets y'all know I'm not preparing you for marriage. Number one, because I know game. She already knows the majority of you are not even marriage material, so she doesn't even market herself like she's going to help you get married. But she tells you, I'm going to teach you how to date. In other words, I'm going to teach you how to get out here and socialize, which is a good skill to have. But for a lot of you, that's the furthest you're going to go, is just dating. That's it. That's where it's going to stop. You're never going to be his girlfriend. You're never going to be in a committed relationship, courtship, into marriage. Because you can't enlarging your horizons or think past yourself. It's all about yourself. And a lot of times when I talk to women about marriage and things like that, it's all about you. It's all about what you want. You hardly ever hear women say, well, it's my character, my integrity, I'm loyal, I'm lovable, I'm fun to be around, I like to have fun, I like to climb mountains, hike, I like to go cycling, I like to work out, I like to hear live music. It's all the same. It's just nothing. It's, I have a degree, I have a master's, and, I work this, and I'm an attorney, and I'm this and that, and it's nothing to motivate a man to want to pursue you as a wife. What he does is he sees a businesswoman, a busy businesswoman who is sexy and he wants to smash. That's what he sees. He doesn't see a future wife, someone who actually wants to be a wife, because if she wanted to be a wife, she would market herself as such. Listen to what I just said. Just said that. If you want to be a wife, market yourself as one. Act like a wife. On a Saturday night, you're not smashing miscellaneous men. You're baking cookies. You practicing that dish you want to make better. You're cleaning. I guess not on a Saturday night, maybe on a Saturday day. You are practicing decorating. You are practicing sewing a button on a shirt. Things like that, so that when you get a man, you don't have to get ready because you're already ready. You're in preparation. See, you just want him to come with all the bells and whistles, and then you just try to figure it out as you go along. That's failing you, obviously. It's not working in your favor. A lot of you are very beautiful, so you naturally will attract men to you, but they won't stay past the night because you have nothing else to differentiate you from the pack. You have a long, big weave, a big booty, and a big ego. What's different from you than the women he's going to see at the club, the women that's in his inbox? Oh yes, they're women in his inbox. What's different from you? What's different from you than everybody else? What sets you apart? What sets you apart is femininity, and if you don't have it, you're already doing too much. And I can tell by the responses to just that post alone, let me know sisters are not even ready. Not only was it a lesbian undertone, which is a totally different broadcast, because I'm gonna hit on that, because a lot of you are undercover and you think I'm stupid and I don't know, but I know. You tell on yourself. And you try to mix in your ideology with femininity, and it doesn't work, because I know better. I know better, baby girl. I know. You're not fooling me. You might be fooling other people, but you're not fooling me. And men know. Men pick up on your vibes too. They know when you're laying up with other women. If that's what you want to do, that's great. This isn't the movement for you though. Okay? And it's just not for you. You're doing it in the church, you're doing it in the schools with your co-workers, you're doing it going on these girls' trips. I don't want to be 50, 60 going on girl trips. I want a man with me, or by myself, or with my children. And that's what we have going on. Yeah, I'm going on girls trips. For what? With a whole bunch of women. To do what? Ugh. I could see if it's a retreat and it's spiritual and we're going to pray and have prayer breakfast and stuff like that. But just to be on the beach with women? Ew, why? Where are the men? Where's the testosterone? I want to see some muscles. Want to be around a bunch of women? Ugh. Where's the men? That's how feminine women are. We like, where are the brothers? Oh, listen. We start flirting with the bus driver, the hotel staff. Just a man. We need that energy. A bunch of women cackling. So be it. If that's what you want, so be it. But the interview movement is, I'm not going to have too many all women events at hotels. That's just not what we're going to do. And eventually we're going to merge with some different groups, and we're going to meet together and have after 7 events, where black tie events, because most of you have never been to anything black tie. Y'all have ghetto-fied proms, so you don't even know what black tie and white tie is. That's the type of stuff I'm going to, excuse me, my sinuses, my throat is itching. I'm going to elevate our ladies to the point where we know how to function in those types of environments. Black tie and white tie. There is a difference. And I talk about that in my etiquette course. Those are the type of events I want to have, where there are men dressed up and women are dressed up, not all thoughted out with short dresses up to their behinds. You can go to the club and see that. No, you're going to see elegance and femininity. I'm not having a bunch of events at hotels. That's what the whole entire event is, at a hotel. That's weird to me. That's weird. But anyway, I digress. I've rambled enough and my throat is itching and my head is banging. But you know, you understand what I'm saying. Ladies, I love you, and nobody in the world is giving you game like this. They're giving you parts of it to sell you stuff, and I'm giving it all to you. And a lot of it, you're going to be mad at me for saying, but you're going to be glad that I'm saying it. And if you are an older woman, I had an older woman email me, and she was distraught. She had enrolled into my monthly subscription, and she was kind of discouraged, like, oh, I'm over 40, it's not gonna work out for me. I'm like, whoa, it's a process, baby girl. You 40, just now getting in touch with your feminine core. You got a ways to go, mama. It's not gonna happen overnight, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You have a lot of work to do, but we're here to support you, and you can win at any age. I see women at any age, all ages, get married, all weights, all sizes, kids and no kids. I see them all get married. The ones that get married are wife material. Yeah, you got a few people that slip in there that's just, you know, those are exceptions. I'm talking about the rule. First of all, brothers are not just wifing up anything. They're waiting because they're scared. And when they finally make that leap, they want to make sure this is, thank you, Devin, for posting that. They want to make sure that this is a winner. Are you a winner, ladies? Are you a winner? What are you doing now? You're probably texting as I'm doing this live. You got text messages popping up. What you doing tonight? What you got on? What's up tonight? What's popping? Is that what y'all say? What's popping? Where you going tonight? As I'm speaking. Don't tell me it's not happening, because I know, ladies. I know. What are you? Market yourself as that. If you want to be seen as a businesswoman, an alpha woman, market yourself as that. Just understand, you'll be attracting beta males who love a woman that's in control. That's what you love. That's what you want. That's what you want to be. That's what you will attract. If you want a masculine man that's going to come in with the S on his chest and take care of you and hold you and be chivalrous and put you on a feminine pedestal, okay, you have to be submissive and you have to be feminine. And it has nothing to do with how much money he makes. And if that's what defines masculinity to you, then you probably are in you are in masculine energy, and that's where you need to stay. Am I saying get with a bum and a dusty dude? No. I'm saying get with a man who has focus and he has a plan and he's working towards that. That's the brother you get with. And he might be flipping burgers, but he has a plan that he is implementing, not just talking crap to get in your drawers. He is actually doing something and can show it to you. I'm working towards this. In 2 years, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. And he's showing you that. And he's displaying that. And he's consistent. Not just talking crap. And before you can even vet the dude, you already in the bed with him. Come on, man. That's not his fault. That's yours. That's not wife material. Wife material says, before I allow you in between my sheets, in my heart, I need to know who you are, what you're about, and what your plans are. And what your plans are for me. That's it. That's it. That's it. End of story. That's how you not get your heart broke. A lot of you walking around here mad at brothers because you didn't know how to vet men. Men have already shown you their humans are wired to take advantage of situations where they can win, and masculine men want to win. And if you present yourself as a weakling, as someone who doesn't know what she's doing, as broken, as someone who's just out to have fun and she doesn't know what she wants to do, he's not going to hold your hand and baby you. He's not going to pass up on that W. Ladies, he's not going to pass up on a win. You are an easy slam dunk. Come on, man. It's wide open. It's wide open for him to get that shot and slam dunk it, because you've made it that easy. He's not going to pass on that. You got to make it hard for him to drive to the lane. walk through the lane. Oh no, blocks. Whoa, what you talking about? What you mean by that? What? I need an explanation. Oh, so you playing? Okay, so let me not answer the phone for a few days because you playing games. What are your intentions? What are you doing? What did you mean by that? You don't ask any questions, and then you bust it wide open for him, and now you mad because he's not on the same page. Whose fault is that? Don't get mad at me because I'm teaching women how to become wives. Women that are over 30, y'all figure out what you want yesterday and start working towards it, because you're in a game. It's a lot of competition. I don't really think it's a lot of competition just because of how these young women think, but it's still competitive. And so the only thing that can separate you from the pack is femininity. And if you haven't learned it, you need to get that information, get the game. That's pretty much where it is. And learn how to understand masculinity. And in my femininity course, I talk about masculine men and the basics of masculine men, understanding them. They are not to be treated like little boys. That's why you've been strung along for years. You talked yourself, your mouth talked yourself out of a ring a long time ago because you you always gotta win. That's masculine energy. You always gotta win. You always got to be on top. You always have to have the last word. You always gotta double check what he's doing. You can't just be. Femininity is just being and trusting that the man you chose can do his job. That's being feminine. And when he can't do his job, then we have to do some things. We gotta. Do you need help? We have to reconstruct. Do we need to break up? What's up? But we don't tell men how to be men. That's being masculine. Can you tell a man how to be a man? That's like him telling you how to be a woman. Can he tell you how to be a woman? If he can, I have some questions for that brother. Listen, I know the feminists lied to you, sis. They lied. They lied to you. They told you go to school and get that degree, girl, and get that career job and submit to that boss. They told you that. And that's all well and good. Except when you get ready to get married, you find out that the game is a little bit different. And brothers are not checking for you like they were checking for you when you were in college. Game's a little bit different now. And so now you want to rush into church and jump on the single men that's straight in the church. Oh yeah, the thirst is real up in these churches. The thirst is real. And older women are just about as bad as the younger women when it comes to chasing men in the inboxes. Chasing men. I told you guys about Isaiah 4:1. I told you about that. There's a day and time where the women are going to outnumber the men. I told you about that. Let me find that scripture real quick. I told you about that on my live. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. One, saying, we will eat our own bread and we'll wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Let me read that again. This is the book. This happened way before I was even thought of. All of us on this live were even thought of. This is Isaiah 4:1. It is written that y'all gonna be desperate, that y'all gonna be begging a man. Just give me your name because I don't want to be embarrassed. And that's what we're doing now. We're just getting married to any old body that'll take us. We just chasing every man that we can get because, just give her a baby. Just anybody that'll give us some attention. I need a baby. I need a man. It's one thing to state what you want and then let that be. But it's another thing to just be hounding. Why haven't you called me in 2 days? Why haven't you texted me back? You text them hello. He doesn't respond. Hey, did you get my text? He doesn't respond. Then you call. Sis, you're doing too much. You're in masculine energy. Let me read that again for you, and then I'm out. It's written. It is written. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 to 1. 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 More women than men. So, as black people, we already seeing that play out. Saying we will eat our own bread. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to work. I'm going to make my own money. And I'm going to buy my own clothes. I'm going to take care of my own kids. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. Just let me be called by your name. Just give me your name. Just be with me. And take away my embarrassment. That's the book. A lot of y'all not Christians, but the Bible is true. It's true, y'all. And what I'm selling you sells itself. Femininity sells itself. And fellas, back me up. That's why they go hard for me. That's why they created a group just to protect me. Just to protect me, ladies. That's what masculine men do. They protect and provide. That's what they do. They said we're going to put our money where their mouth is. They are donating to me for monthly in support of this movement. That's what masculine men do. They provide and protect. And they'll tell you, I never got in their inbox and asked them for a dime. I never got in their inbox begging, talking about what I'm going to do, when you going to call me. The Bible is true. The Bible is not a joke, and I will have to block you. That was unnecessary. But that's what masculine men do. When you're in your feminine energy and men support what you're doing, you don't have to ask. They created a group called the Defense Team, which is primarily men who are in support of this movement. And I think they got a spin-off group that is just going to be all men, where they just kick masculine game to each other. I didn't ask for that. They did that. They protect and provide. They did that. They came to me with a plan, and they said, Nicole, this is what we're going to do for you. And I was just looking at the messages, and I was just almost in tears, y'all, because I was like, I'm like, wow. And that's from the men. And I'm telling you, ladies, that femininity, you don't have to ask. The brothers will see you struggling. They'll see you need something. And before you can part your lips to ask, he will do it. Sounds like the Heavenly Father. But anyway, I won't preach. But anyway, I don't preach. That's not me. But I'm just telling you, listen, femininity sells itself. My courses are up. theinnerbreedingmovement.org. I have some great information on there that you're not going to find anywhere else in the world. Anywhere else in the world. I assure you. Hi, Maria. How's Scotland? We're growing. We're in 13 countries right now, and growing and counting. So I love you all. Thanks for the support. I might do a YouTube live tonight. I might, because we have some hot things we need to talk about. Tomorrow I'll be on live debating with O'Shea Jackson. Again, it's going to be lit. So if you don't follow O'Shea Jackson, make sure you do that on YouTube so you can be a part of that. That's going to be lit, because he already sent me the topic, and I'm like, oh Lord. Oh no. So you guys, I love you guys. I'm the only person in the world kicking game to you like this, because I love you. And yeah, you're gonna get off this live, you're gonna cuss me out, you're gonna go have sex tonight with that man that's not your husband, but you're gonna remember what I said, and eventually it's gonna sink in. I know it will. All right, I'm gonna get some drugs because my head is stuffy, but I love you all. And remember what I said. Go to my website, theinnerbreedingmovement.org, and also go to Cafe Press. The link is at the top of my profile, and I have shirts, aprons, panties on sale, hats, t-shirts. I have all of that. And everybody was like, you sell panties? I listen, it's feminine, right? I got you, and it's my bad. I had sundresses on sale and didn't even push it. So I have a lot of stuff I'm going to start pushing. I have that's been on sale. I have coffee mugs. I have glasses, pens, journals. I have all that stuff, and I'm gonna start pushing that. But the link is at the top of my profile. It'll take you straight to the Inner Beauty Mall, and go subscribe to Inner Beauty TV. All right, be ladies tonight. If you're on a date, close them legs. Close them legs. I know you're not gonna do it, but I'm telling you anyway. Close them legs. Act like a lady. Don't smack on your gum. Put some perfume on. And be a lady. All right? Night.